As per usual, and when watching tornado videos, we donate here to the Hall Y'all Squad. The links are below. If you have $1 to spare, please go and help them out. They do such an important job for the community. I get really emotional watching tornado videos. It's been a while. I don't know if I'm ready for it, but please, if you are in tornado affected areas, stay safe. Take all the necessary precautions. Please do, and listen to the news and the radio broadcast when it's on.
6th, 2026, an unusually volatile atmosphere spawned a severe weather outbreak that stretched across the entire country.
Wow, look
atmosphere
at
spawned
that.
a severe weather outbreak that stretched across
Look at the map from the Great Lakes down to Mexico. Wow.
the entire country. But while most eyes were locked on the plains, a dramatic situation was unfolding near Union City,
Plains, what's that?
Michigan. What started off as a usual day would end in tragedy for the tight-knit community living in Union Lake, just outside of Union City. Tim Landburn had lived in Union Lake for decades, and although he had moved about an hour away from there, he remained good friends with his former neighbors on the lake. Tim is a self-proclaimed weather geek and a regular viewer of our channel. As the severe weather began that day, he started watching the radar closely.
Heard the thunder, and probably about 20 minutes later, I checked my weather app again, and it had just exploded into a huge thunderhead. They had a tornado warning for Cass County, Michigan. So I followed it on my radar. I just sat there and I sent a message to everybody up here that this storm looks like it's tracking towards Union City, right up along Highway M60 out here.
I happened to be in Union City working at a home with my mom. We started hearing that there was some tornado warnings and thunderstorm warnings in the area.
Look at the devastation behind them. I guess this was just a few days after, maybe.
At the weather house, we were tracking the supercell approaching Union Lake live on stream. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for portions of Branch and St. Joseph counties. This is the same parent storm that just produced a confirmed damaging tornado in Three Rivers, and it's trying to cycle and drop another tornado right now. If you're in Union City or anywhere along the Interstate 69 corridor, you can't wait for visual confirmation. You've got to go ahead and take shelter now.
Most times that's happened, it's never been anything.
I know many of you are in tornado affected areas. Do you take shelter? No, not do you take shelter. Do you listen to Ryan Hall Y'all when there's a tornado risk, or do you prefer on the TV?
Thing serious, so we didn't take it very serious. In that time, my mom had left and to come out to her home. We're at the home of my mother's, Penny Guthrie. She lived on the lake here for the last 12 or 13 years in this location.
We're hearing on the radio that there's a condensed tornado down. It's doing damage right now. If the tornado is taking the path that I think that it's taken, it's pretty much over Union Lake right now. It's going to come in on the southwest side over there. Not trying to scare you, but if I'm talking about your area right now, you've got to take this seriously and get to shelter. Tim was also watching the radar, and he knew the massive danger the people living in Union Lake were in, including his longtime friends Scott and Carrie Johnson. But down at the lake, not everyone was aware of the situation.
They had heard the storm was going to Athens. So people were down here thinking it's all clear.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it wasn't.
Oh.
So a group of 4 people and 2 other people from Athens came down here to get away from the storm. So they came down, they're sitting on the porch, where the porch was. They heard like a jet airplane. And by the time they saw it, debris was hitting them in the face. And he screamed, "Run to the house."
By the time the tornado reached the shores of Union Lake, there was almost zero time to react.
By the time they got in the bathroom, the windows were breaking in, the trailer was moving, shaking terribly, pulled somebody into the bathroom, and they both fell back into the bathtub.
Meanwhile, Josh started getting desperate phone calls from family members trying to locate his mother.
They couldn't get a hold of our mom, and so that's when I made the decision to come out here. I was only about 5 minutes away from here, and I was on a porch outside watching the storm kind of come in. And where I was, and from my perspective, it was mainly high winds, and it didn't seem as serious as what obviously what had happened.
Yeah. It looked like a strange tornado, right? It looked like small, but it looked fast, if you know what I mean there.
We're going to go check out radar real quick. Debris signatures there indicating that we did take a hit in Union City, more than likely on the northwest side at the exact places that we were talking about minutes ago. The destruction left behind at Union Lake was devastating. When the winds finally settled, the community was completely unrecognizable.
Oh.
So I made my way out to here. And once I got to, where I could see this this community, there was several fire trucks and ambulances, and I knew it was pretty severe at that point. And you could see from a mile away that most everything was gone.
It's the most devastating thing I've ever seen in my life. And I've been 35 years as a spotter. Been in some storms, nothing like this. We had this idea in our head, it was just going to be, just a quick cleanup, and you see it on pictures, it doesn't look like that big of a deal. When you get here, and it's just everything, all over. It was just horrendous, it's terrible.
The physical damage was devastating, but the human cost was unimaginable. Tim's friends, Scott and Carrie, tried to take shelter with two other friends in their home's bathroom.
She fell back against him. He hit his head on the back of the bathtub, and he went out and woke up to her screaming on top of him, get out, help, help. And so he started banging on the bathtub, and people come along and found him. And there were two more people underneath them under debris. And they were hurt seriously, very, very bad.
Scott survived, but in the chaos, his wife Carrie and one of their friends were unfortunately lost. Nearby, the tornado also claimed the life of Josh's mother, Penny Jo Guthrie.
She's been in Union City her whole life, raised 4 boys here. She was just a well-loved person, just a very caring, just someone that would give you the shirt off her back. I know that kind of sounds cliche, but she truly was. She really cared for people. She was had her own basically bird sanctuary here, and she was well known as a lover of birds and animals. And this happening has made me realize just like how many people's lives she affected, all the people that she's affected throughout her life. Everyone that's reached out and had kind things to say, and it's been overwhelming, to be honest with you.
Tragedy has a way of showing you exactly what a community is made of, and in Union City,
I'm sorry for not speaking. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And yeah, it's tough to speak. It's weird. I remember now why I haven't watched many tornado videos. They really affect me. They bad. I get really sad when watching them. But yeah, let's see what
tragedy has a way of showing you.
Let's see what the foundation does to help them now.
Exactly what a community is made of. And in Union City, they didn't wait for outside help to start picking up the pieces.
There has been a great outpouring of help and support from the Union City community. It's one of the tightest communities in the United States. I've lived here for over 40 years. I came from Detroit. You didn't see this in Detroit. Yesterday there was people with buckets, totes, the little red totes down here, you can see those, handing them out. People with food, water, whatever you needed, tarps. They're just an incredible amount of love and support for the community here.
It's just amazing, man. It's kind of crazy. It takes a tragedy like this to bring the community together, but it just really shows you what a small town can do. They can rally together, and they come together and they help, whether it's their time, whether it's their supplies, anything. People out here, you can hear it in the background with chainsaws cutting. You just drive down every road in this town and there's people in yards. And it's not even just this community, it's the neighboring communities. We see people from all over, and it's just been overwhelming.
When the Y'all Squad learned what happened here in Union Lake, we knew we had to step in. The loss these families experienced is impossible to fix, but thanks to the incredible generosity of our viewers, we were able to provide a $15,000 donation to Scott's family and another $15,000 donation to Josh's family. This storm changed everything for the people of Union Lake, but it also proved that they are never alone.
I mean, it's life-changing for people. I mean, this is a huge burden on a lot of people. It's just life-changing, and it's awesome what, you know, organizations like you guys do and the others in the area. And
I don't know. Can you help me, guys? If there's more organizations that we can highlight, the Hall Y'all Squad or Foundation is just that I've found whilst doing these reactions, but maybe there's more that we can highlight because they do such an important work. I mean, look at the devastation and look at the community. I know probably you guys know at least one person affected by weather. I don't personally here. So just imagine what that help could do.
like I said, overwhelming is a word I've used a lot the last couple days because of just the situation and the amount of people, whether it's our community, neighboring communities, or organizations like yours. It's been overwhelming.
If you'd like us to help continue showing up for families like Josh's and Scott's, please consider making a tax-deductible donation at theyallsquad.org. Every single penny generated from ad revenue on this channel goes back into our nonprofit. So you should also share this video so other people can see what's going on out here and how we're making a difference on the ground. Once again, we couldn't do this without you. We're proving day after day that the Y'all Squad really does show up. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the
I get really affected watching these, and I can't imagine what you guys have to go through now for these months. Well, you have tornadoes off seasons as well, but now during peak season, how do you feel the year is going so far when it comes to the tornado season? Is it a tough year? Is it an easier year? What do you think? My condolences to everybody affected by tornadoes and all other weather-related events. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, and see you soon.